I'm going to address the elephant in the room immediately. Last time I talked about Call of Duty, I had a beer. And this time I got a beer. That was, 2 days ago. And there's a simple explanation for this, okay? On Wednesday, I had some beers. And then today, I decided, it's Friday, let's have a beer. Why not, right? And then some more of those. So I just got beers. I've got a lot of beers in the fridge. I'm working my way through them. I don't really like beer all that much, but I have a bunch of it in the fridge, and I'm working my way through the beer so I can get to the wine. But Call of Duty, I'm trying to understand Activision, and I can't. I don't get them. Give me a second. I don't understand Activision. I don't understand the way they market things. Like, so they hyped up this trailer. They hyped up the trailer that I talked about the other day. This is it. This is the big Modern Warfare reveal. You know, this is the big Modern Warfare moment. And then they released it, and it was just this standard, like, normal Call of Duty trailer, nothing really that special, didn't really reveal any gameplay, didn't reveal anything going on, and it was just a bunch of people turning to camera, with moments where you can go, that guy turned to the camera, I know who he is, he was in the other game, this is incredible, you know, lots of turn to the camera moments, but nothing really of any substance. We didn't learn anything about the game. And then, the next day, they just chucked something out, and they were like, here's the game. Here's the gameplay, and didn't tell anyone, didn't warn anyone, didn't build it up in any way, and they just completely showed us 7 minutes of the game. So now we do have gameplay, but I can't show it to you. I can't show you the gameplay because I know what YouTube are like with copyright, and I know that they will purposely delete channels and falsely claim stuff themselves, let alone other people falsely claiming copyrights. YouTube like to do it themselves, which they're a horrible company. So yeah, I'm not even going to risk that. No copyright material on here, YouTube, you fucking Nazis. No copyright footage on here. I'm going to have to explain what happens. So what we have is another oil rig section. This is our third one I can think of in the Modern Warfare series. There may even be more, and they all kind of look the same. But I'm okay with that. I mean, this is a reboot of a game that already has literally exactly the same title that was made, 13 years ago? Jesus Christ. Modern Warfare was 13 years? Fuck! Yeah, that's weird. But what else did you expect, right? Obviously, they were going to have some similar moments. They've also had rail sections a few times as well. Yeah, stuff happens. And actually, why not just bask in the nostalgia of it? Why not just enjoy the nostalgia of the moment and just let yourself enjoy it? I mean, they do this shit with Halo all the time. They do it with other games all the time. Why not just let Call of Duty indulge in a little bit of silly nostalgia? And to be honest, it was a good way to flex these new graphics. With that little... I don't know if you know, but a few weeks ago they gave, someone found some leaked footage of Modern Warfare 2, and it looked identical to Modern Warfare 2019, and we all thought that it would look and feel exactly the same, and I kind of don't feel that way about this. It's definitely an upgrade with regards to graphics, mostly with the lighting engine. That lighting engine, wow, that's beautiful. I think it's a lighting engine. Correct me if I'm wrong, but the lighting in this game looks absolutely phenomenal. It looks beautiful. The way the rain just dances off of the ground, and you can almost see every raindrop because the light just hits it so perfectly. Beautiful. And the way the shadows just approach the crate as they approach the crate. Yeah, wow, that's really cool stuff, and I really like the way this game looks overall. The blacks are very dark, the characters are very shiny and reflective, the environments are very shiny and reflective too. It's a very, very pretty game, a very cinematic game. This gameplay was phenomenally cinematic, especially given the circumstances. Not really too much happens in the way of huge action set pieces for a while. The opening section, which initially feels like the meat of the mission, but this feels like a very short mission. I don't know if there's something cut out of it or something like that, or if it really explodes into a big crescendo, but it feels as though that maybe already happened with the shipping crates. This whole thing just feels so cinematic, so phenomenally cinematic, and I think they nail it visually. I do think There's a little bit of pacing that I'm not a huge fan of. Some of the pacing of this mission I'm not a huge fan of. I do think there's something that Call of Duty used to do really well, where it was like an Arcade Fire song, where it starts out slow and then crescendos into this huge thing, and it's all action and bombastic, but you get a kind of bit of every world, you know, you get the stealth, and then it bursts into this huge thing, and I don't really feel that nowadays with Call of Duty. Well, I didn't really feel it with Modern Warfare 2019. I love the campaign, but some of the missions didn't feel as though they bursted out as they should have. And this one kind of feels the same way. As beautiful as it is, and as cinematic as it is, the pacing is kind of hit or miss. And I will say my other big complaint is that I don't know why this keeps happening. And I keep harping on about this. I've been talking about this for years, but man, I'm just going to say, there's something that happens with Call of Duty where, like, they nail it, right? They nail the animations. They nail the graphics and animations, and they get, like, that, like, perfectly. And then they just start messing with it and playing around with it and getting silly with it. And they do that with other games as well. They did that with Battlefield. And my big issue here is that the sprint animation, just like with Modern Warfare 3, they've done it again. They had it nailed. They had it locked down. They had the perfect sprint animation. And then they fucked around with it, and it looks stupid again. I don't know why. It looks kind of dumb in this. Now, fortunately, the overall animations are very fluid and very beautiful, so you can kind of carry it better than they did with Modern Warfare 3. But I don't know what's going on with that sprint animation. I'm not a fan of it. And like I said, this happened with Battlefield, 2042, where the characters went from a very realistic, believable sprint animation to just this goofy, silly, cartoony sprint animation that just looks stupid and is completely unbelievable. That was part of what I really didn't like about Battlefield 2042, was the goofy animations. And it feels as though they've done that with Modern Warfare 2 as well, and I don't know why they keep playing around with fundamental animations when they've got them. You had them with Modern Warfare 2019. Why are you playing around with them? I really don't understand that. However, like I said, you can kind of get away with it a little more in this than in other games because it is such a pretty game. It's so beautiful, and the rest of the animations are fairly fluid. There are a couple of reload like janky animations that I wasn't a fan of there, but the gun models look good, and just like, you know, characters moving and stuff like that looks really fantastic. So visually, it is great with a couple of issues here and there, but overall, am I happy with it? Yes. I didn't expect the moon. I didn't expect anything wild or different. This is Call of Duty. You know, you get what you expect. And at this point, I'm beyond criticizing for positive impact because it's just not going to happen. And if you don't like it, don't play it. And I'm not saying that, but, you know, derogatively. Just, if I was you, I wouldn't. I mean, the only reason I play it is because I actually do like stupid, goofy games with no substance. That's my favorite type of game, and I've come to accept that about myself. So, yeah, exactly what you expect, but yeah, it's kind of beautiful. It's a very, very pretty game, and I'm very excited about the fact that I now have Next Gen. Although, yeah, I really don't. I'm going to make a video about this, but I don't agree that everyone should and that we should all be expected to have it. But I do have it, and I'm very excited to see what this game looks like on that console. So, yes, happy with the Modern Warfare 2 gameplay demo. A couple of things I'd change, but overall, beer out of 10. And next time I make a video, there's going to be booze in that too. So, am I going to get? Is my channel going to get deleted for that? Is it? YouTube,